Hello, everyone. Yes, hello, hello, hello to you, and just hello to all of you. Probably my worst way to start a video ever. Anyway, today I'm going to be ranking the teams, the NFL teams that only have 2 losses. Now, keep in mind that this is only my opinion. In fact, the teams that I probably put at number 1 probably don't even deserve to be there. But I don't know, we'll see. Before we get started ranking though, I'm gonna name the teams that have 2 losses, which is the Steelers, the Patriots, the Saints, the Rams, and the Minnesota Vikings. So let's get started with number 5, which is, in my opinion, to be, and surprising enough, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Why are they at number 5? Of the teams I just listed, they should be in like the top 2 or something. Well, the reason why I put the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 5 is just because they have the easiest schedule. Okay? And like, let's take a look at who they beat so far. They beat the Browns, which is not an accomplishment. They beat the Vikings, which is another team that has 2 losses, so I guess that's a good win. They lost to the Bears. Jordan Howard absolutely murdered them. Then they beat the Ravens, which, if it was like 2 or 3 years ago, that would be a little... No, not 2 or 3 years ago. More like 3 or 4 years ago. That would be something to brag about, but today, no. Then they lost to the Jaguars, pretty badly. Then they beat the Chiefs, which is probably their first halfway decent win all season. Then they beat the Bengals. Not too hard to beat the Bengals. Then they beat the Lions. I guess that's another win for them. So, yeah, it's an easy schedule for them. Yeah, that's why they're at number 5. And they have an easy schedule coming up. Like, they have the Colts coming in on Sunday. Or, no, they go to the Colts on Sunday. Is that really a tough game without Andrew Luck? Number 4 is the Minnesota Vikings. I wanted to put them higher, but, that's just, I don't know. The reason Minnesota's at number 4 is just because I honestly don't know. I just couldn't really put them any higher. Minnesota's had some good wins this year. Like, they beat the Packers. They took Aaron Rodgers down. They injured him for possibly the rest of the season. Sorry about that, Packers fans. Yeah, I just don't know. I guess this is where I put them. Number 3 is the New England Patriots. Now, how is New England not number 1? Well, that's just because they've already lost 2 games, and that doesn't seem like something that would happen to them this early in the season. And the wins that they did get weren't in the New England Patriots spirit. Like, they beat the Saints, which, okay. They almost lost to the Texans, which is embarrassing. They should have lost to the Buccaneers. They're just lucky that the Buccaneers have a bad curse of kickers. They should have lost to the Jets. Who else did they face? They beat the Falcons, and there was a slight possibility they could have lost to the Chargers. They let Melvin Gordon rip them apart. I mean, the New England offense is just alright this year. I mean, not alright, it's above average. Definitely not the best, but I'd put in like maybe the top 12 or something. But that defense really needs to get some work. Like, the first 5 or 6 games of the season, they were letting every quarterback they played throw for 300 plus yards. They let Josh McCown throw for 300 plus. They let Jameis Winston throw for 300 plus. They let Cam Newton throw for 300 plus. So yeah, that's New England is gonna really have some problems once Brady retires, which will be soon. Honestly, I think he should retire at the end of the season, but we all know that's not happening. Number 2 is the Los Angeles Rams. Like, I had my doubts for Los Angeles coming to the season. I just thought they were going to have another Los Angeles Rams style season, getting 3 or 4 wins, scoring only 10 points a game. Their only wins by scoring 9 points, because 9 seemed to be that magical number for them last year. But this year, they're going off. Like, Jared Goff is having a fantastic year. I don't get it either, but, I guess it's just happening. Todd Gurley's having a monster year. That Rams offense really figured things out. I think they're the highest scoring offense right now. And they're just ripping teams apart. Like, they beat my Cowboys, which I don't want to talk about it. They beat the Giants 51-17. They scored 41 points against the Rams and 46 points against the Colts. And they held the Cardinals to 0 points. Yeah, these Rams are going to make the playoffs, I think, but I don't really see them winning the division because I don't see the Seahawks, they're still the same team. I don't see the Seahawks as a wild card team. And I think the Rams are the perfect definition of a wild card team. I just don't see those Seahawks being a wild card team this year. And now let's move on to number 1. And I think it's actually the Saints. The Saints start off with 0-2. They have come back and now they're 6-2. These Saints know how to make comebacks, people. That offense is one of the best offenses currently. They know how, and their defense, that awful defense that everyone said was awful, is doing really good this year. They're having a breakout year. One of their defenders, Marshawn Lattimore, has a good chance of winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. So yeah, it's just good for the Saints. If they beat the Bills on Sunday, they're 7-2. I think the Saints are winning the division because the Falcons, they've fallen, and the Buccaneers are not winning the division. We all know that. Their only real competition in the division is the Panthers. But I'm not too worried about them. Cam Newton is not throwing for a lot of yards, except for against the Patriots. And there you have it. I have ranked what I think to be the worst to the best of the teams with only 2 losses. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.